Hi and welcome to day one of our creative visualization and manifesting challenge. Welcome and thank you for joining me. So I've just completed the full moon super full moon in Aries workshop or meditation video, and I thought I would record today, day one here, with clearing and sacred space, as the energy here is beautiful and very present. So what is today all about? What is this challenge all about? And what will you get out of it? Let me just go over some of these points before we start. So firstly, this is something that I wanted to bring into being almost a year ago. So I planted the seeds of the intention for this a year ago, at least, a little bit longer, but it never quite happened. It never quite had that coming into being because I think all the elements weren't quite in place in me and in how I could demonstrate and be the best for this with my own resistance. So it's a little bit about showing you how to let go of resistance, how to connect with your creative self. There is much research out there for how our brain doesn't know the difference between our imagined and our actual experiences. It interprets them both the same. That's why when we have trauma, those traumas can actually be lived again and again and again, as if you are absolutely living in that now moment, completely living it again and again. So I wanted to talk about our space within our mind, our space within our thoughts, and our physical space where we are. Obviously I've come to somewhere out in nature, and whenever I do outside work I do a specific kind of clearing, and we're going to be doing some visualization to show you how you can work with doing that at home on a very physical way, but also in your mind. So we're going to walk you through a little 5-minute meditation today. I'm going to keep it short to open yourself to your heart, to your feelings, and then tune into the energy of who you are, just opening up to feeling in your heart-centered space and really tuning into the energy of what it feels like to be in a heart-centered space, sacred space. So whether you view a sacred space as like stones and somewhere out in nature, or a circle with sitting with women and actually coming together in sacred space and sacred divine essence, or maybe sitting and journaling or in meditation at the top of a mountain, we're going to walk to where it is for you. So get yourself into a comfortable position, get yourself feeling like you are not going to be interrupted, although it doesn't matter so much for the later ones. For this one, I want you to start to understand that it doesn't matter if you are interrupted, but for the argument's sake for today, somewhere you feel comfortable, you feel okay, and you feel that you can be yourself. So if you feel like crying, you can. If you want to scream, you can. We're going to shift those emotions and then tune in. Okay, so closing your eyes if it's safe to do so, I invite you to come on a journey with me. This is the time that the headphones would be helpful. Just breathing in, breathing out. In your safe space, anchored to this now moment. I'm going to take you on a journey over the next 30 days. Every day we're going to step into a different reality. We're going to step into you and your most authentic you, becoming your most authentic you, stepping into the dreams and connecting with the emotions that bring you to the space and the place that you want to be, that you are meant to be. First, we have to accept where we are. We have to allow ourselves to see what is and then dissolve what is around us. So I want you to visualize in your mind where you are right now, i.e. I'm standing here by the stones in this space, a circle of fence around me. I've got a physical fence. I want you in your space to visualize a fence. It can be a wall, it can be a lattice like mine as well as the physical. I have a beautiful lattice fence that goes all the way around my head, beneath me, above me, below me, all around me. It is my filter, what I call my 12D filter. You might call it a shield, it might be a wall. But I want you to look at what it is, what comes up for you. You're building it, it's built, maybe it's already there. Maybe it's a castle, maybe it's made of stone. Tune into the element that you've used. Is it crystals? Are you in a crystal, encapsulated in a crystal? In a crystal cave or a humongous geode? It used to be one of mine. And visualize and feel what it would feel like. So whatever it is you've envisioned, and I'm going to just give you an idea of this fence because it's very visual. You need, if you're not sure about visualization yet, you can see the fence. It's not high, I can go over it if I need to, but it's a magical fence. It's woven with your mind. It's the barriers that we put up when we feel like we need to feel safe. It's the barriers in the heart, those walls that we put up when we feel we need to contract. It's why I say to you, more of a filter for me. It can come into my heart when I place my hand on my heart, and I want you to place your hand on your thymus, so just below your neck, as if you were going to strangle yourself, but don't. Let your hand come down to your chest so that it's on the sternum. And imagine there's a little crystal there, just like I have my necklace. You can press a little button. There's a meditation I have for this if you want to do this deeper, but just feeling that presence. And when you press that button, it contracts. It's a suit. That fence comes to you. It's around you, around your body. But it's like clothing. It's adaptable. It's fabric in the sense that it moves with you in how you need to be. So we can let it down, we can let it in. We need to breathe air. If it covered a whole of us, we wouldn't be able to breathe. So we allow the air to come in. We allow the love to come in. Breathing in, breathing out. Feeling safe, like you can breathe. Feeling at one. Feeling like it's okay if you need to cry. It's okay if you need to scream. This is a safe space. This is a place for you to be when you need to be. And it may be these walls in your mind that you've set up, but it's okay that you've done that. You've done that because you felt the need. We're going to clear the need, but it's okay to have that need. It's okay to feel like you need to cry sometimes. It's okay to get angry, to be frustrated. This is that space where the fence is there that we maybe not want to have those shields, not show those sides. This is the place you can drop that. You can truly be you. That's a sacred space. It's the space in your heart, the space that connects to your awareness, your conscious being. It's a physical beingness, tangible, like the space we walk in, or the space that we are when we are with others, when we feel supported. Taking the time for all those people that view this, that do this, that hear my words, they too have that. We all have that. To me, this is the heart chamber. It's the sacred space of the coherence of your heart and mind being at one. On the physical level, it's a very tangible, measurable thing. Know that all is well when you are here. And you can come here every day and every time you need to, whenever you need to. You do not need me to guide you, but if you wish to watch this again, you can. But just by knowing it's there, just by placing your hand on your sternum, bringing the awareness to that memory, to my words, to the truth that resonates within you for what is right for you right now. And you can stay here as long as you need to, but I will finish the video now. You may like to take some time now to journal, to write down in the workbook, day 1, what came up for me. Where do I feel safe? What is the feeling of safety? What does it mean to be safe? Who makes me feel safe? And maybe why? And don't worry if you have no answers. You can just write down what your experience was, what the visuals was that come up for you. Over time you'll learn, and we'll go through and we'll connect with that. But for day 1, that's all I want you to do. To feel that sacred space within you and know that you are safe. To feel safe and know that this is a sacred space and journey and process over the next 30 days for you entirely. What you do in these 30 days is up to you. I'm not going to be there over your shoulder knocking on your door telling you to do it. You can do this in your own time, whenever you will be doing it in your own time, in divine timing. Love and blessings for your day, for your moment. Give yourself a nice big hug. Literally, physically give yourself a hug. Take a deep breath in and you did it. You've completed day 1. Thank you for joining me. And from your higher self, thanks you for taking the time to connect and take space for you.